Remember, 'tis better to remain silent and be thoughtful than to open your mouth and remove all doubt.
What struck me most is that you had an all-white jury. You had perimeter strikes that were used in order to achieve an all-white jury. But if you look at some of the other cases we've seen recently, there was a store owner who shot and killed a young black boy, and that person was found not guilty. So, look, America needs to have a real conversation about this justice system and whether it works fairly for everybody.
Tell you what I do know is why is stand your ground good with some and not good for others. Here was a case where a young man certainly appears to have been being attacked and defended himself. We have at least 3 or 4 very high-profile cases that are very similar, and as you well know, the outcome is quite different. It does bring in light the imbalance in our judicial system as it relates to African Americans and people of color, and that's a shame. So hopefully there'll be an opportunity for some appeal and some further discussion.
I think you got to look at the whole of the data across cases, right? Like case after case after case, you see that if it is a young black person, they're not allowed to be fearful. They're not allowed self-defense. They don't get the same stand your ground opportunities that other people get, but then other races do. And that is, I think, what's coloring a lot of how people are interpreting this verdict.
We've got to stop this loss and the killing of these young children, number one. First of all, they need to reopen it, and all the evidence needs to come forward.
I'll tell you like this, juries should represent the diversity of this country. And if a white kid was convicted of murder and it was an all-black jury that did the conviction, people would say this is patently unfair. So why should it be fair if it's the other way around? America's justice system does not work equally for everybody. And you ask anybody who's a prosecutor, who's a defense attorney who did work in the courts, and they will tell you that. So that's the visceral reaction you're seeing from people right now.
What'd he say?